Good morning, friends. It's Karla. Welcome to Faith at Home. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're celebrating this weekend with the moms and the grandmothers and the aunties and the neighbors and the friends and all those wonderful people who make your life better. I have some flowers here. It's always a common gift on Mother's Day. And of course, we know it's a good day to celebrate love, right? Love of family and friends and community and neighbor. Let's sing a little song about love. Love, 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 that's what it's all about. God loves us, we love each other. Mother, father, sister, brother. Everybody sing and shout, because that's what it's all about. Love, 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 that's what it's all about. God loves us, we love each other. Mother, father, sister, brother. Everybody sing and shout, 'cause that's what it's all about. It's about love, love, love. It's about love, love, love. Now that's not just for Mother's Day. God shows us love every day and wants us to share his love all over, all the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure they didn't officially celebrate Mother's Day in the Bible. I've never read that. So we can't read a story about Mother's Day. It does talk a lot about love, but I also don't remember stories about hearts and flowers. Do you? Do you think Jesus walked around Jerusalem and handed out flowers? God loves you. God loves you. God loves you. I don't remember it that way. Jesus' definition of love was healing sick people and feeding hungry people and telling stories about the Good Samaritan, the man who crossed the road to help a bleeding stranger who he was supposed to be enemies with. At least that's what the world at the time said, that the Jews and the Samaritans were enemies. But he saw someone hurt and he went to help. I think that's what Jesus was trying to teach us. That love is more than just nice gifts. Gifts are great. They show appreciation. They show somebody you're thinking about them. They're very sweet. But there's more to love than that. Love, God's kind of love, changes whole lives. There's a story in the Bible, in Acts, in the book of Acts, about a man named Saul who hated Jesus' followers. He literally chased them around the country and put them in jail. It was his job, it was his mission to stop people talking about Jesus and God. And one day on the road in his travels, he was literally blinded by a light from God. And God spoke to him and said, "Why do you hate me? Why do you persecute me? Why do you chase me down?" And Saul's life was changed. He became Paul. God even gave him a new name. He was so different. He became Paul, and he wrote all those letters Miss Leah were talking about in the lesson last week. He wrote letters to churches, new churches all over, to tell them about Jesus. Completely changed his life. He even went blind for 3 days at the beginning, and he had to lead where God followed to get to the right people and get his sight back. So if you want to read that, it's in the book of Acts, chapter 9. This kind of change doesn't just happen in the Bible either. God's love does change lives. Just a few years ago, there was a person at our church who had a job with computers and liked their job just fine, had a good life and a nice family. And they went on a trip with the teenagers from our church, on a mission trip to Colorado. And being there and working with an organization that went around the city of Denver and fed people who were hungry, that started an idea in his head and in his heart. And when he came back to Minnesota, after a little while, he said, I think God is telling me to go back there and help. And he quit his job here, and so did his wife, and their family moved to Denver, Colorado. And he still is working for that organization, helping feed people. Total change of work and where they lived because he felt God's love. Change can happen anywhere. So when we think about love, let's flip this upside down for a minute and see. Our lovely gifts, which are so sweet, are just a little tiny bit of love. Just the tip right here. Just a little bit. There's more to it. Love involves helping and being kind and encouraging people and sharing what we have and being patient when we get frustrated with others or are frustrated with ourselves, and fighting for justice. There are people you know who go to peaceful protests to try to make our country more fair. And we all have problems and conflicts in our family, in our school. Peaceful problem solving is another part of love. Love is very deep and very wide, and we can all practice it every day. God loves you all the time. See you later.